She's back. Yes, I'm back, you guys, for week 2. We're gonna finish seeing these girls and finishing what they're giving. But we're just doing the runways because it's what we do. We unpack the looks, the moments, and what they're giving. Let's get right into it. Category is it cake? That's how you, it's a prompt that you can interpret it how you would like to, but there's only really 2 ways. Your butt, which is the main way, and you can be literal as far as an actual cake, but either way, you need to show your butt, because that's the cake that RuPaul meant. Now let's see what the girls did. First up, Sam Star. Now see, she did literal cake, and of course she showed her cake, her butt in the back. That's the prompt. That's the actual prompt. The cake was a play, her dress of that cake was a play on a wedding cake, which I like, but I've seen before. But what I haven't seen before is her turning around. I mean, I knew in the back was going to be open, but I didn't know in the back was going to have, like, someone cut it. And, like, it looked like someone cut the cake. So that was kind of new. I've never necessarily seen that before. So I like that. So because of that, it fits the prompt. It's serving cake, as in her butt, and also a literal cake. So I like the fact that she took it literal. Because I do like when you incorporate literal and then also what's meant of it. So I like that. That was good. So for that, I like it. Anya Nerve, she is dressed like a peach, which makes sense because we use the emoji peach for your butt. So your cake. I get it makes sense, yes. It's a good play on cake to use an emoji of a peach and to be dressed as a peach, and then she ripped off the back part, the little leaf part, and you see her butt. But it looks cheap. It looks cheap. It's a shiny corset with some cheap fabric at the bottom and a cutout, and it's just it looks cheap. Not for the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race. The idea is there, yes, but it looks cheap. That's all. It's just cheap. No. So it's gonna be a no. It's not right. It's too cheap. The idea is there. Don't get me wrong, but no. Ooh, that fabric was just so. It gave very DIY. It too DIY. If it's reading DIY, nix it, because you don't want to give DIY on the main stage. I like where your head was going on your nerve, but I don't know who made it. Someone else needed to make it. It could have been cool, but ooh, I mean, it really just starts with the fabric selection though, because ooh, that fabric was that fabric was a no. But it could have been made well because the idea is there, but no. Crystal Envy. I like her interpretation of it. It does meet the brief because cake, however, it's not a literal cake, but it's cake in the sense of your butt, which is what RuPaul meant. And it's unexpected for it to be a ripped girl, but she's from the Jersey Shore, tan, all that, so that makes sense. The dog pulling the underwear was genius. We've never seen that before, really, on the main stage. It's funny. It's giving. Like, it gave. Like, that was really good. She did that. Like, that's how you do it. It's memorable. She did that. Corey King. Now, this has, don't get me wrong, she pads really well, and she does have a lot of cake. But you did a quick change and just took it off and then turned around and had the cake you would normally have. That's not cake focused, and it doesn't meet the brief in the sense of like when you turned around, that's giving afterthought, because that's not the focus. Like, in order for it to have been the focus, the dress needed to be completely gone in the back. Then it's like an emphasis on cake, but you just so happen to turn around and show your butt. Like, that's not, it doesn't, it's like you just wanted to wear that and then turn around and turn it into the brief. It doesn't seem like it was intended to be the brief. It gives, like, I'm going to make it the brief. I'm going to make it cake. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, her cake is brilliant. but it always looks like that, and it's not focused on that with this outfit. So for that, it's not the brief, so no. And also, it may have been a little bit more cake focused if when she turned around, it wasn't that matte blush pink, like, panty, like rhinestone it or something to draw your eyes to it. Everything was flat. As the moment everything is reading flat, we have a problem because it's not interesting. So when she did reveal her cake, which we know she's known for and has a lot of, it was still flat because everything was matte. So yeah, no. Lexi Love. This is a cool look. It's giving us like robotic, futuristic, really cool. But what I will say is, while when she did turn around, you do see her cake, I wouldn't call it cake focused. To me, the TV is the focus. I almost would have liked in the TV to be a picture of a cake or something, like a picture of a literal cake or a butt that she's like watching on the TV, or that's what people are watching on the TV or something. It's funny that she added earrings to the TV. That's a cute little touch, but yeah, it's, to me, it's not cake focused enough because yeah, she turned around and her butt is out, but like that doesn't seem like the focus. The focus is the TV. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not the brief because like her cake is out, but it's not. I guess I can say it's not the brief enough, to be honest. It would have been, what would have been cool is if the TV had the cord attached, and then the cord was like plugged into her butt or on her butt or something, so that it like draws your eyes to her butt, and it's like a giant cord, like a fat cord, not a little skinny one, because then we wouldn't have seen that either, but like a giant cord and stoned, and then it like leads to her butt. That would be focused, and then now it would be cake focused, as opposed to it seeming at the moment kind of like TV focused. But yeah, but I like the idea. It's a cool idea, and it's colorful. It's really good for the main stage. It's just not super cake focused because she did a cutout for her butt, but I still like it. I still like it though. Her Mona Lisa doing Marie Antoinette. No. No. Because first of all, we've already seen Marie Antoinette multiple times before, and they were way better than this. This looks like you got it from a costume shop. No. It's not cake focused enough, or at all, really. No. Because like, yeah, you turned around and it had the little whipped cream circles to look like cakes, but like, it's not enough, and it doesn't stand out enough. Like, you need to push it so that we are gagged. Like maybe when you turned around and you showed us those little whipped cream circles with the cherries, like those, you pressed the button and it like jetted out frosting or something like that, just so that it's like, okay, now that's the focus. No, that just looks like an afterthought. Like, I need to turn this Marie Antoinette outfit into something cake focused, so let's add these two little whipped cream thingies. Like, no, it's not focused. It's not cake focused enough. So it's not cake focused. So it's not the brief. No. Lana Jarre. Yes, honey. That's what I mean. This is the brief. It is cake focused. She's walking, but when you turn around, it's all cake. You know that the category is cake, because when she turns around, it's all out. Now, she could barely walk in it, but I don't mind it because it's cute. It's giving. Like, she looks gorgeous. It's cake focused. It met the brief. That's how you do it. In case you forgot, oh, this looks so cheap. It literally looks like something you get from a Halloween store. You pull it out of a bag, you put it on for that one night for Halloween, and then you never see it again, never use it again, possibly throw it away. It is so cheap. The fabric is atrocious. The fabric is inexpensive. It's not what you give on the main stage. It is just horrible. And then she tried to gag us by turning around and having a hairy cake. And while it is kind of a gag, it's still kind of like, ew, like, what's going on here? It's not enough of a gag for it to be cake focused. I mean, yeah, it opens up and it's cake focused in that way, but also not a gag cake focus. It's kind of like, okay, it's the brief, but it's a cheap version of the brief because it's like you bought a costume that could come from a Halloween store. Like, no, it's horrible. And it's kind of cake focused, but not really. It's just, yeah, I can't call it cake focused because it also gives afterthought, like, oh, well, we need to show our butt, so we're gonna make this part open. Like, it's not centered around it being cake focused, around being like showcasing your butt. Like, no. It's horrible. And ooh, that fabric is just unforgivable. It's so cheap. Like, what is wrong with you? No. Arietti, I like it. It's giving me very futuristic. Yeah, like we never necessarily seen anything quite like it before. She turns around, is cake focused because there's cake there and it's giving. I like it. It's not a literal interpretation. It's just like it's giving like kind of unexpected. I like it. Jewel Sparkle. Okay, Jewel Sparkle. I like that you're bringing your culture to the main stage. Her Puerto Rican flag is on it. Bringing your culture. I like that. She turns around. She's serving cake. Is it the most new, innovative that we've seen? No, we've seen things like it before, but it technically is the brief because the cake is back there and it's definitely showing. So it's fine, and she looks gorgeous, but could it have been a little bit more? Yes, but I still like it. Joella, another Marie Antoinette. I will say this one's a little bit better. It's a little bit more cake focused than the other one, because this one, the whole cake is out in the back and it doesn't seem like an afterthought, like you can tell. And then she put the handprints, but still, like, stop doing Marie Antoinette if it's not going to be done in a way that gags us. Like, it's better than the other Marie Antoinette, but like, it's still just like, okay. But I mean, it is the brief, so I guess it's fine. Because to me, as long as it's the brief and you actually do the brief, then I can't be too hard on you. So it is the brief and it is cake focused. So for that, I guess it's fine. But at the same time, it's not, because, ooh, is it just bad? Fabric, just dated, doesn't look new. But again, we're going to go off of the brief and it's the brief, so it's fine. Lucky Stars. To me, this is what I'm talking about. It's innovative. It's not literal, but still playing off of it, because she's a sponge cake. So it's a sponge cake. She looks like a sponge, and then serving cake, sponge cake, brilliant. It's giving, like, I like her artistry. Like, she's pushing it in a way that I've never really seen done before on here. Like, it's just very innovative. Because, like, girls have done this before, but, like, not quite like this. Hers is just really refined and much more sleek than I've seen before, of this way of, like, super artsy and, like, conceptual. It's different and way better than I've seen it before. Like, to me, she's been doing it the best. Like, I live. What I will say, though, is I did clock that her neck is not purple all the way down. It's a little detail. I notice it because I notice everything. But outside of that, I like it. Like, she hasn't done anything. I mean, it's only been 2 episodes, but none of these little artsy ideas that she's done so far, I've had a problem with. I've been living for all of them. So, yeah, no. I like it. This is how you do it. It's just like, ooh. It's just, and she's just like, she takes up space because everything's big. Like, she stands out on the runway, and it's not literal. Nothing's ever literal, and it's always unexpected. And I like that. She gives. Lydia B. Collins. I like it. She said she's like a red devil cake. It's cute. She looks pretty. It's like, like, you could tell it's like, it doesn't look like something you bought out of a bag, like a lot of the other girls. And yeah, like, it's definitely the brief. I like the play on a red devil cake. Like, yes. I mean, yeah, like, it's giving. Like I said, she looks gorgeous. It's the brief. What more can you ask for? Also, the spikes on her butt was a brilliant touch. Like, no, she did it. She did it right. Susie Toot. Okay, she comes out giving us kind of like fairy tale vibes, and then turns into a donkey, which is a play on an ass, which brings us back to cake. I like the story, but again, the costume of the donkey part reads flat to me, and I'm never going to be down with anything flat, nothing matte on the stage. If the donkey part was stoned and shiny, it would have slayed. It would have slayed. But the thing is, when she turned into a donkey, it was just matte and flat, so it was kind of still boring. Because everything up in that, like, she came out, it was kind of matte and flat. Nothing was really shiny then, and then she took it off and it kind of looked the same. It was just, now you're a donkey and flat. And it's like gag us and have it be stoned, and then it's like, ooh, it's like a shiny donkey. Like, we wouldn't be necessarily expecting that, but like, I like the story, and the play on ass, but no. Mm-mm. It's too blah. It's just blah because everything's matte, like I said, and flat. And it's just like, had she stoned the donkey part, I would have been like, yes. Even if the corset part was stoned, that would have helped too. But everything was too matte and too flat. Something there needed to be more sheen somewhere, more somewhere. But honestly, if the donkey part was like fully stoned, gray, fully stoned, ooh, that would have been yes. That would have been gorgeous. But no, it's too blah. Because it also looks like something you could find at a Halloween store. So that's why it's not anything new. But for the idea, I like the idea, and essentially, yeah, it does meet the brief, but does it meet the brief in a new, innovative way? No. It just meets the brief by the skin of it. Like, by the skin of her teeth, she met the brief. But, yeah, no. It's blah, though. She did the brief, but it's blah. And, I mean, I know I say I just ask that you do the brief, but at the same time, do more. If you can do more, just do more. Don't just do the brief. But, I mean, you shouldn't get eliminated or be in the bottom. Well, you should be in the bottom if you met the brief in a way that's not as good as the other ones. But, like, if everyone did the brief, at least the bare minimum, now we have to start going by who did it better. So for that, you should always be trying to, like, do more than just the brief. But again, I guess I do like the idea. But still, it would have gave everything, honey, if it was stoned. If it was stoned and it was like a stoned donkey bottom part, ooh, that would have gave. Could you imagine that on the stage? That would have gave. Anyway, one thing I meant to say, but I already de-dragged, but one thing I meant to say about this whole dunking thing and if you get a second chance to come back when you pull the lever, to me, because obviously that lever is not actually connected to the dunking machine, so it just goes off of who they decide. They can control it. So if they would like, or RuPaul would like to save them, he could just tell them to dunk her. If they can control who they save, because it's not actually, those levers don't actually connect to the dunking machine. Does it? I don't know. To me, it's just a way to save who you want to save. Because mind you, Ru likes that girl. He handpicked her, and she pulled it once. I mean, it's possible that it is linked. I doubt it. But she pulled it and she immediately got saved. She really picked the right one and got saved out of those 10 levers. I mean, I don't know. But to me, it is a way for them to save who they would like to save and us not be able to really say anything. Because unless you can show me that those levers are actually connected to the machine, I'm saying it's given very much we saving who we would like to save based off of TV and all the other reasons. Because she literally pulled it once and was saved. No. And that's it, guys. Those were all the girls from the main stage. We got through them all. These girls, I mean, some of them were good. Some of them were from a Halloween store. But let's see what the rest of the season gives. Until next week. Bye, guys. Oh, and if you like this video and these videos in general, like and subscribe down below. Bye, guys.